Do you want a free Agentic AI browser? By the end of the video, you'll know how to set one up for free that can control your social media, your email, scrape the internet, scrape Google Maps, and do tasks and anything that a browser has access to, and it is just about everything. Why are these AI agentic browsers so important and it's become so popular? Because AI super agents and AI super apps like Claude all require some sort of API connection and sometimes get blocked by browsers. Well, these AI browsers has access to your browser, and whatever the browser has access to, it can control, read, edit, and summarize or scrape whatever you want to. This is going to be a really amazing video, plus it's all actually for free that you can use and set up right now. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to see more and more in regards to AI browsers, and it's become real powerful. It's going to become really popular. So get into this video. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you're definitely going to learn something. My name is Altus. I love AI, and let's get into this. Agentic AI browser is going to be the next hot topic for the next couple of weeks. You'll see what I mean as we obviously go along. But a lot of bigger companies like GenSpark and Manas and other ones are starting to do it and implementing it and bringing out their own browser versions. GenSpark, by far my more favorite over Manas, has one out. It's only on Mac OS. I'm on Windows. So it's a bit frustrating, but it's going to be the next go-to thing, and it's going to be a browser that's going to have an API enabled in the background. So what I've actually done is I've found a free one to use. It works on Chrome. So this is next level because it's easier where you don't have to install a separate browser, which is kind of what GenSpark is going to do. And I'm sure it's going to be awesome because I actually really like them. But what if you actually just have an extension that then works like a chat assistant to it? And what if you can connect it up to Gemini that's got the free API key? And that's exactly what we're going to do. And of course, if you like things like this, make sure you come and check out the free community in here. That's got a bunch of stuff in like this as well. But then, of course, we have our paid community in here that's got a lot more, and it's got free things like unlimited go high level. And what I actually try to do is, because school has like zero automations, okay? If you want to do any sort of automation in any sort of school group, extremely frustrating because you got to bring in Zapier, but I can't just send a mass outreach to everyone and all my members send out a mass message. It's very frustrating. I'm going to do one at a time. And I actually tried it with this browser and it went up to 5 messages, and then it stopped and said, you are trying to spam people. So it actually has that bit built into it. But that's not what we're going to test it for. What we're going to test is actually just coming into Facebook and creating a post of sort. Okay. So, and I think what we will do is good because High Level now has 50% discount. And I really like having High Level as base function when you're going to sell AI to businesses. So this will be a good thing to do as well. So we'll just go create a post in regards to this, and we'll do it with just one command kind of thing. Okay, so how do we install this awesome Chrome extension that's going to work really well for us that you don't have to pay extra money for? And you should just be able to come to look up a Nano Browser Chrome extension. Now, I don't have it on here yet, but we're just going to come in here, and it's the first one, and it's GitHub one, and you can just come and download it in the web's Chrome extension web source. That's where you install all your Chrome extensions from. So I'm just going to add that one in there. I'm going to add extension. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to Gemini. Now, this is a Gemini account. It's not hooked up to anything at all. And I'm going to create a new API for this. And this is going to be, I'll leave this one on the side. So we have our Nano browser open here. And all you need to do is come in here at the top and see that, and all my extensions is in here. And then our browser is in here. Now what you should be able to see is a cool chat function in here, and we're gonna hit the open button, and we are gonna add a new provider. Now, I've talked long and hard about Open Router. Really think it's the way to go if you're gonna use paid API subscriptions as such, because you don't have to go register at all these providers. You just have one place that gives you access to anything and everything. But Gemini's got a free tier, so we might as well take advantage of it. So I'm going to click at this one. Now, what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to copy in here, and I'm going to paste my API key in here, and I'm going to hit the save button. Now, what I'll do is I'll just do the test quickly, because we have the 2.5 Flash and the Pro version. Now, I tried 2.5 Pro, which is that thinking version, and it just took too long thinking about a task. So I don't think you should use that one. I think you should use either one of these two. So what I'll do is I'll add the Flash one in here. That's for, so what it does is it plans, it navigates, and executes. And you'll see what I mean with all of these. And of course we have temperature set up and how it can go. And we also have the text to speech, which is going to be really cool in a way. I don't need that one right now. I'm going to come through in here, and this refresh on the side here. Can you see that? Yeah. So I want to try this yet, because I want to make sure that I'm signed into Facebook. So I'm signed into Facebook, and I'm just going to say create a new post and add it in here. It actually keeps it open all the time. But if we didn't have Facebook open, I'm going to say go to facebook.com and create a new post. The post should be attention, go high level, as a summer sale of 50% off for 3 months. Visit this visit this link to find out more. They actually have the link in here to get the 50% discount. So I want to make sure it uses this link, so whenever people click on it, they actually get the 50% off for the next 3 months, which is really good. So will it just be able to navigate through all of this? Let's see. Quick start. Explore API. I haven't tried all of these, so I'm not quite sure what those do. We'll check this out soon, but let's just see if we can do this. So what it does is, when we enter settings, we're going to do 3 phases where it's going to plan and navigate and then execute it, kind of thing. So task fail, plan authentication fail. Please verify your API key. Whoopsie. Okay, I got a new API key, and let's give this one a go now. I'm just going to say this in here. Again, just copy and paste it. Go to facebook.com. I'm already logged in, and let's create a new post. So let's hit the send and see if that actually works and goes ahead now. All right. So yeah. So don't know what was wrong with that authentication. Frustrating. So navigate to Facebook, identify the elements in a new post. Now create a new post. Good. New post. Now, because it's browser controlled, yeah, it does like it's typing. Okay. So it's not quite instant. This is what makes these a little bit slow sometimes. Nice. Here's the link. Then it needs to click next. It says to input the post in the next area on the right hand side here. Click the next button. Post preview. Next, click post again. Doesn't know that. It does. It's posting and it's done. All right. Really as easy as that. So, let's see if we can do a bit more complex tasks. So, go to Gmail and send in email to Albert Cutman. And the body of the post is let's go. All right, so now we'll let know to go to Gmail. So switch on the Gmail tab. No, identify and compose. I don't have a Gmail tab. Oh, I don't even know where it found that. Didn't think I have a Gmail tab. Okay. It's found to compose. And it's got me in there. Yep. Sends the email. Click compose button in the recipient in the input field. Now, actually, it's going to complain I don't have a subject, which I actually forgot. Pops up like an error. It says something like, you sure there's no subject in there? I know. Done. Message sent. Done. Okay. So it can send messages, can do post. I'll show you this in here. Go to Google Maps and find me a plumber in Sydney, Australia. Give me all his details. Okay, let's go through and let it do that. Goes to maps, type some plumbers in Sydney. That's a bit confused with the tabs. Here you go, Bayside Plumbing, switching to navigation, input your field. And we find a website. Details of the plumbing service. All right. There we go. So phone number, email address. Okay. Let's do some scraping. I don't think scraping is going to be very good for this because it's slow. It's probably going to cost a lot of API money, but let's say find me 5 more plumbers in Sydney, Australia, and give me their details. All right. So can it do a bit of a bulk thing and give me a summary of it? Is it going to give one-on-one? It's agentic kind of browsing, right? So what does agentic mean here? It's going to start thinking for itself. So it gave it one task to do, and when it now needs to figure out, it actually needs to go do first find Google Maps, and then actually does the searching and typing in the right places. I said when I tried this out with messaging before, it needed to tell me to stop spamming. So it's must have some sort of safeguard built into it. But this is pretty good, right? This is for website browsing. I think this is pretty up there and pretty awesome. I'm not sure how much of the free tier we can use. Maybe if you switched to the just normal 2.0 Flash, will this work out cheaper? It'll be interesting to try it with Open Router and the other free ones out there, but or even just things like maybe DeepSeek. But hey, this is still for free. Okay, this is still free. The answer is not correct. The agent has only provided details of 3 plumbers. Okay, so it's kind of like pretty smart. Like it knows. Sometimes I don't know if it's the browser that figures this out or is it actually the API. Click on Sydney plumbers. There's extra super zoomed in. Sydney Plumber Co. So it knows to find more things, right? So it knows that we only have details of 3. I would say if you would use this for scraping, I don't know if that would be the best for scraping wise. Click on the search bar and initiate a new search. Okay, so it knows to search it every time. Interesting how it goes about it. It doesn't just take one after the other. So I guess it's like, and the fairness, um, Google Maps doesn't really have a back button, right? I don't know what it's doing here. Definitely click on the share button. Alright, so it's not doing the best with this. Okay, so browse of 5 details and it's should just be able to select the next one, right? So it's actually visiting the website. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this one. So I don't think it's the best of that scraping out. Like, it gave it a good go, I think. The only problem was 3 plumbers. All right. We'll give it a good go. I'll tell you what else I saw on Julian's channel. I saw him go to Bolt. I don't even know if I have a. I think I do have an account. Don't think it will be, or maybe we'll be able to do all these, but I'll just log in. Read it sort of another way. Okay, I don't have Bolt in here. I don't really want to use my free credits for Lovable. So let me just try log into this quickly. All right, logged in. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna say, let's test this. Go to bolt.new and create a new stunning website for me for a business called Silver Water Plumbing. I want this to be an awesome landing page for this business. The business is located in Sydney, Australia. I want an awesome hero section that looks really cool. Then I want a bit of a services section. I want a testimonial section, and I want a location where we service in Sydney, Australia. Make it look professional, make it look modern, make it look smooth, have a white light and blue color tone, and make it the final version, not just a basic version. All right, sometimes I just gotta check my translation to translate this. Oh, I don't even know. I know that go to bolt.me, blah blah blah. Edit. I'm kind of silent to Bolt. I actually cheated there. If I wasn't in Bolt, I wonder if it would have found it, but too late now. All this really proves it can do the prompt. It kind of defeats the purpose, I think. And then we'll do one more test after this. It's doing its thing. I don't actually know where Bolt's enter button is. Scroll to the bottom of the page for content generation. We first scroll to the page. Am I just out of credits? So either be that number 5 or just push enter. No, it's trying to search. Re-enter the dialed website creation. Alright, so it's not getting the best results here. Because all I needed to do was push enter, right? No, that doesn't even want to go. Oops, push the start button. Alright, That one didn't go too well. I might just not have credits here. Um, but let's say I want to look up specific businesses. Can you go to Google and then search in Google CRM business packages and then list me the first 5 websites that you find? Yeah, good. We should just seen it by itself. So can you go to Google, navigate to Google, so it comes up with a plan, then it's gonna search it. Um, actually see how much of Reddit it can find. So is it gonna show Zendex, Zoho, HubSpot? For first 5 organic searches, that's pretty cool. Skips the ads. That's pretty smart. I'll give it that. And there's to scroll down and find the next ones. So it should be those 5 right there. Results done. And there's the 5. Okay. Um, can you go to Reddit and tell me people's thoughts on Bitcoin today? Today is the 12th of the 6th, 2025. I'll just write the link. It's a bit of a vague thing, so I think it's just going to go off and do it. So, but in general, pretty well AI browsing. If I want to go out and tell it to do stuff. Yeah, root code and Claude. Interesting stuff about in here. What's it gonna do? Navigate to Reddit, input a search code for burn, failed to input. Here. Reddit search. So why would it be struggling with that? You can see it in the top there. Literally can't enter a search. And you can see it finds search Reddit. Absolutely getting stuck there. So that's not the best. It keeps trying. How long will it try for? Alright, we get the idea. At least it came here. Oh, that went to Google's site, Bitcoin search. Okay, and it's found the one that says 7.9 million. Is it gonna click on the first one? Yeah. My dad sold his Bitcoin in 2007, so I still can't forgive himself. That I'll give it that. That was actually a smart thing to do. Like doing a Google site search. If you don't know what Google site searches are, yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty smart. And I set to search for posts from today, so gathering people's thoughts on Bitcoin. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting thing to see what it comes up with, because kind of gives it the actual bit where we're actually going to go through, and it's kind of like the next level agentic, where we give it a task and it's going to do things to do the task, which is really good. When you think it's just trying to Reddit search was kind of a pain and it didn't find it, but then it did a Google site search, so it got there in a different way. And now it's going to collect some information. Instead of just giving me the information back, is it going to give me something more like a summary? And in fact, we'll tell it to do that next. Last one after this. Last test after this. All right, well, I'll just play that. So here it goes on the side. Okay. What's this? Mixed by generally bullish entitlement Bitcoin. It is a spiritual breakthrough 112. Yeah. Now, when you think about this, this is like extra next level in agentic when it comes to that AI agenticness. We give it a task with one line and it needs to figure out how to get to Reddit, find the back way to Reddit, gather information, and with that information that it got from the task, it actually gives us stuff back. So, well done. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know whether it's the actual agent or the API key, but give me a summary of this website. Oh, summary. Okay. Navigate to the website and is it going to scroll through it? Okay, nice. Scrolling through, reading. So it takes those things that it finds. Oh, didn't really find anything on that page. Did you notice? Did you notice how it's actually missing a fair bit in here? That's quite interesting. So it gives a summary. Oh no, I apologize. It found me from it. So, yeah, I am definitely gonna keep this and I'm definitely gonna use it. So I hope this is valuable. I think this is really next level. Like, I really like Gen Spark. It's kind of my go-to thing at the moment. Really cool things that it can do. So I'll be interested to see what Gen Spark comes up with once they get their browser thing sorted in here. But from here on, you can make pretty cool posts. Like I said earlier on, I try to, when you come to and again, there's the 2 free communities. I try to message everyone in the free community in here to get the high level discount, which I think is really good. And I started messaging 5 people and then said, oh, I think you're spamming. So it stopped that. So that's quite interesting in there as well. But definitely something to use for. I'll put the link in here in the free community as well when you use it. Definitely go check out both. Make sure you go check out the actual one. Just because we actually get unlimited free high level when you join up and a bunch of extra stuff to it, which the classroom is pretty amazing as well. So I hope that it all makes sense. I'm really impressed with this. I can honestly say I think it's a good use for it, and we're going to see a lot more of this in the weeks to come. So yeah, talk to you all later. I hope you find this really useful. Talk soon.